Hello, fellow people in quarantine or self-isolation or social distancing. It's me, your boy, here. Not infected, but nevertheless being ordered to stay at home because our country, much like any other European country, is restricting any kind of social outings and stuff like that. But that's nothing new to me because I've been stuck at home for the last couple months writing my thesis anyway. So, video has been a bit slow the last few days. I apologize for that. Well, the last week or so, honestly. Main reason is because, first, I got a bit distracted with just other things like Grand Blue Fantasy, but also been working on a little side project for the second channel that I'm gonna upload a kind of teaser trailer for pretty soon. It's almost finished, but I'm taking my time with it because I want it to be something very cool and special, so it's been taking up a bit of my time lately, but more regular uploads will be back starting now, I think, because I got most of the big work out the way, so now it's just a matter of kind of filling in the gaps and stuff like that. I still do have other work to do, you know, even with this self-isolation stuff, but regardless, we're still gonna do our stuff. But today, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys for all your really cool comments and stories on the Why I Main DP video. If you haven't checked that out yet, I do recommend checking it out. I personally am quite proud of that video. I think it's quite good, and it was really cool to read a lot of your guys' stories. There's a lot of interesting ones. Some people felt bad about maining some things, and I was just like, no, why would you? But yeah, so it was a really fun thing. Also, a lot of people watched the end deck and fight, so I was really happy about that. It looks like this set is popular as expected. But today, we're going to be taking a look at MLB, so Majesty Lord Blaster. Royals is arguably best deck for quite some time, and so we're going to take a look at it. This is the new season. I actually did play a bit, but I lost and then, I won and then I lost and then I lost again, so I lost all my points. So, hasn't been too successful, but I did play with this deck a fair bit in the previous season, because after completing it, I basically just wanted to test it, because I'm not going to make a video without testing a deck, obviously. So I played around with it. This season's rewards are Stylight Trumpeter, or yeah, Starcall Trumpeter with the alternate art. Zero is honestly really exciting right now, and so if you're confined in your room or in your apartment, house, whatever, I really recommend giving it a go, whether it's the Japanese version or if you wait for the English version that will come out soon. It's definitely a very good game and very fun, and right now the meta is pretty good, so it's a good way to enjoy Vanguard under isolation. But so today, we're gonna get into this, take a look at this MLB deck, so we're gonna do the usual thing. So here we go. So, the breakdown. As you can see, we're playing 9 draws, 4 heals. I'd say this is the second best deck in the format right now, just trailing behind the end. It's still very, very good though. And so my build is maybe not the same as every other build, but I'm pretty happy with it nevertheless. So, grade 1s, we have 4 PGs, as with every deck, 2 Liens to help us filter in the early. I'm still debating if I want to keep this card, but I feel like as a 2-of, it kind of serves the same purpose as Gojo to help you draw into your pieces, because this deck, you know, still needs to get the Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade. I'm only playing 3 Blaster Darks. Main reason is, you essentially play either 2 Starcalls and 4 Blaster Darks, or, 2 Starcalls, 3 Blaster Darks, or 1 Starcall, 4 Blaster Darks. So I haven't gotten my 4th one yet, and so I decided to just play 2 Starcalls, and it's working out pretty well. Honestly, you can play this deck. This deck is good because you can have 2 MLBs and play it. You can have 1 MLB and still use it, but then you kind of need more Blaster Darks, Blaster Blades, so that you can use your Wingle Brave search on that. But basically, it's very versatile. You can really play it on a budget. All you need, I would say the main staples are 4 Blaster Blade, 100%, and then Blaster Dark, you have 1 already from clearing the story. If you can get 2 or a 3rd one, it's good. Starcall Trumpeter will make up the remaining slots, and you can get her from ranked rewards right now, so you definitely want to go for that. Bedivere can be replaced by by Gallatin. God, his name escaped me. But so, yeah. But Bedivere is good for being a 12k attacker, good in the mirror match, good for hitting annoying 12ks on your opponent's side and things like that. And then 4 Marins, simply because it makes 20k with, or MLB, it makes 20k with Bedivere, so therefore can hit for nice numbers against certain Vanguards. 1 Alfred, actually, we have talked about all the other grade 2s. K, I guess we haven't talked about. K is just nice for being a 10k attacker, because he basically is a 10k attacker, whether it's on Vanguard or Rearguard. When he is attacking, because this is just passive during your turn ability, not a on-attack ability, so therefore he can take out your opponent's interceptors even if you don't draw into your grade 2s, so that's pretty good, and you do filter through your grade 2s pretty fast in this deck, so that's another thing to consider. Now, obviously, key card is the MLB, so his skill is a little bit different from the original, but still very good. So first one is Vanguard and Rearguard. If you have a Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade in your soul, he gets plus 2k permanently. And then when he attacks Vanguard Circle, you may put a Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark into your soul from your rearguard circles, and then his original critical becomes 2 and he gains plus 10k power. So his critical changes to 2 for the rest of the game as long as you don't re-ride over him. Otherwise you have to do the skill all over again. But basically he changes his own critical to 2 permanently, and so it's a little bit different. It's not just that if you put Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade into soul that he gains the crit, that's just the plus 2k power that he gains permanently, but still very good. 12k base is nothing to scoff at. Overall, very nice. And so then for the supporting grade 3s, obviously for Gansalot, this I think is the most important triple rare to actually have 4 times. Like, you can go with 2 MLB as I said, or even 1 MLB, but Gansalot I really think is the one you want to have 4 times, because this is a free Blaster Blade search, and if you put a heal on it, it's a recyclable heal. So that's also very, very important. So Gansalot's super important. You don't ride him much, he's just there to be a searcher. And then finally, 4 Palamedes, because this is a 13k hitter, which can hit over cross-ride numbers, which is important. Then I run 1 Alfred. Some people run other cards. There's also a Garmor MLB variant that, in my opinion, is a bit weaker than this variant. But Garmor MLB is interesting because you basically use your grade 1 slots to make Snoggles, and then you can have a lot of intercepts, and it's kind of a bit harder to take out the board, but then it becomes a bit of a clunky deck in that way, and you don't have this like smooth path to victory. So yeah, Alfred I think is good as a one-of. I used to play more, but then I realized that maxing Palamedes in this meta is very important, so I'm maxing Palamedes. But yeah, so Alfred is good because Alfred is essentially just your 5th copy of Blaster Blade / your 4th copy of Blaster Dark for a counter blast of 3. So it's just another way to search your blasters, and so it's good for that. And then 9 draw because, I mean, this is a piece reliant deck. You need to draw into your PG somehow, you have no other way. And so basically that's why we chose to do it this way. There's no reason to run more crits simply because you already have the static crit from MLB. So that's how this works. So we're gonna go for a game. I can't speak. It's been a little while since I've recorded last time, but today is going to be a big recording day for me. So we're going to get through a lot of things today. But so we're starting fresh here. Well, not so fresh as I've already been playing, but on Legend 0. So last season I ended on Legend 12, simply because halfway through I kind of got... I mean, it's not so much that I lost motivation, but it's more so that it takes a lot of time to climb. And I realized that in the end I don't have the time to climb. So that's kind of how it all ended up. So this is a good hand. We can literally just put back the MLB. We got a bunch of PGs, so it's good. We're going first, but no Lian, but that's not too big of a deal. So we're going to play against the end. This is the deck that, you know, that I featured last time. So we're going to ride up to Mr. K and put our Wingled Brave to the back. Wingled Brave now does cost counterblast 1. It's no longer free. So if you heal your first damage, then you can't use it, which is, you know, it does happen quite often. But so, yeah, this deck is pretty nice. And so we're going to take a look at how it runs. But yeah, so with 0 content, I'm unfortunately not able to make shadows anymore. Ooh, he passed so that I don't get the search. Okay. I mean, honestly, that's fine. We're gonna ride Blaster Dark. We're not gonna get the search, which is fine. Some people do pass. It's a pretty big brain play, but they do pass. But I am gonna continue just with my barrage of attacks here. He does get a defensive, so my Bedivere is not gonna hit, but at least we get the intercept off. And so we're gonna pass. Wingled Brave's good because even if you hit rearguard, he still goes off, so if we have to take out an intercept with MLB next turn, it's okay. Alright, so right Strikins, so he's still not going to attack, so he's not going to let me search my blasters. So quite a counter strategy here that this Kagero player is showing us, but nevertheless very smart. And so yeah, 0 is, yeah, so I'm not going to be featuring shadows for a while, simply because I haven't been pulling much shadows, and it's just a very expensive deck to build. I have 4 PBDs and 1 Nemain, and that's it for my triples, so it's quite sad, but that's the situation we find ourselves in. Alright, I'll play out the animation. Sadly, the animation isn't as nice as the thingy. Alright, I'm just going to swing rear here. There's no reason to call down my Marin for nothing. We lose the Gansalot here, but it's not too bad. So overall, we're looking to take a bit of damage next turn, but that's okay, because, I mean, if we draw into... if we get a draw defensively, we probably will find ourselves... Ooh, he goes striking into the end. That's pretty interesting. Okay. But yeah, so no shadows for the time being. I'm gonna try to save up farming materials for when Limit Break comes out and when Break Rights come out so that we can build Mordred Raging Form, you know, probably in like half a year is what I'm expecting them to do. Oof, Blaster Blade goes to hell. And so yeah, I'm gonna do things like that, but it should be still pretty fine. Ooh, he heals down to 0. That hurts a little bit. But yeah, so other than that, 0 is pretty exciting. There's a big event tournament thing going on right now that I've seen foreign people participating in, which I do recommend people to participate in. Alright, so he's not gonna get a restand. We get a Palamedes to help us hit things. That Blaster Blade I think I want to keep in hand though, for the time being, because I will need that for my win con. So let's just go like this for now. We're going to be taking more damage, but I'm going to trust in my deck to bring me heals eventually, so it's not too bad. He misses his cross right, so at least we'll be... Oh, we get a heal. That's what I wanted to see. So we can search our Blaster Dark now. We still have 1 remaining in deck, so that's good. Right, use Wingo Brave, slide him in the soul, and get our Blaster Dark. So now we're ready for next turn to bring out the crit and plus 2k power, so that's going to be good. But yeah, so 0 is quite exciting because there is the Vanguard 0 Championship, which anybody can enter in. It's free, and you get a lot of gems for topping it, and you also get invited to the finals that are happening in Japan, unsponsored, but there's a chance that those will be cancelled though due to, well, not cancelled, but maybe done online due to coronavirus, so we're going to see how things happen. But, you know, it's still nice. The only downside is for Europeans, that tournament takes place at 3 AM every time, so I might consider participating in one of them one of these days. But yeah, it's pretty exciting because they revealed recently there's a cool playmat that you can get from it, and so it's actually pretty exciting just for that in my opinion. So yeah, pretty good stuff honestly. They're really hyping up Vanguard 0, and I hope that the English side does the same because, I mean, I feel like that's the least we deserve right now. Alright, let's use Blaster Blade here to pop this Interceptor, and then we're going to be able to swing a couple times with our rears here, so that's good too. Yeah, we're going to call things down like this. So 3 PGs in hand, so we're definitely chilling here. So, pretty good spot. And then our MLB will get over the defensive. We lose our intercepts, but it's not too big of a deal. So, it's pretty okay. We're going to put him to 4 damage here. He loses a PG, and we saw 1 PG go to the bottom of the deck, so he doesn't have that many. So we're going to use MLB here to suck in the 2 blasters, and here we go. We get that plus 10k, plus 2k, and the crit. So there's a Bedivere and a Leon, so no additional triggers, but we're going to put him to 4 damage, so pretty good place to be. He gets a draw, and now he can potentially have 2 BGs in hand for the time being. Ooh, double draw. At least it's at the end that goes away, so that way he's not going to have... Well, that's one less the end copy for him to use, but that's good. So he's going to be on 4. That means he can do double the end, which is not as good, but still pretty nice situation to be in here with this MLB deck here. So yeah, for future, ooh, okay, I guess he's gonna pop my Marin. But yeah, so for future 0 content, I still have some stuff I want to do. I might try to participate in the next Vanguard 0 Championship qualifier and then make a video out of it. I've been meaning to do a tournament mode video this whole time, but unfortunately they basically cancelled it. It's been in maintenance ever since it came out. Okay, this guy's going for really heavy field control kind of playstyle, making use of those 12k attackers and things like that. We do need a draw here, very good, to help us get through. That 8k is going to help us get rid of the Tejas, so that's very good. This could mean that he doesn't have any PGs in hand, because he is setting up a very defensive field, so that could be potentially the case, but that attack is not going to hit, so we can still chill with our 3 PGs in hand and top deck the I almost said Pelennor, the Palamedes. So it's very nice. So here, when you make use of this Marin to swing at the Tejas, so punishing him for, you know, calling something like that that has low attack power. And so here we're going to swing, and then swing with our crit MLB that will either eat a PG or win us the game. So let's see which one it's going to be. And it looks like he has a PG. Okay, so normally he'll probably have like one more, if anything, at most. So that's all we can expect for the time being, but let's see. So 3 PGs in hand, as you can see, does clog up a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have kept the second one at the start of the game, but I mean, having 2 in hand is pretty nice. It's just going beyond that it gets a bit yikes. So here. I guess by now he's probably drawn his second the end. I would assume so. Ooh, he heals down to 3. That's a little bit annoying, but nevertheless still okay. So looks like he's gonna be just sniping my rear guards here. We get another draw, very good. This is why we run so many draws, is because this is literally our win con. So very important for that. So he's gonna just swing at my rears here. We still have another 2 draws and 1 heal, but this feature I wanted to show off in this video. They brought this really nice feature where you can look at the contents of your deck, and it's so nice. Like, look at that. So now we just drew into that Palamidi, so now it disappears from the deck list. So cool. You can just randomly confirm your deck list. It's honestly the coolest function they could have added. Yeah, right skip, and let's call down our units here. So he has 3 cards in hand. I only have 2 triggers left in deck, so therefore I don't think I'm going to be hitting anything. So I'll attack with Vanguard first here. I'll be surprised if I hit something here, but yeah, no. There's our last PG as well. So he does have another PG in hand, so he's going to go down to 2 cards in hand. We can snipe his rear guard, and I think he only has 1 PG left in the bottom of the deck, but he might draw into it pretty soon, so there is a chance of that happening. We are on 5 damage though, so these PGs are going to get burnt fast if he goes face here. So we're going to see how he moves through this turn. I'm assuming by now he might have drawn into his extra copy of the end. There's a Bellicosity and a Berserk, which does not hit anything, and these rear guards will also not hit anything, so he needs to check triggers here to actually hit something. He does not. He actually does have a fair bit of triggers left in deck actually still, so here I'm assuming that last card in hand is the end. Yes, it is. So he is going to use it to attack once more and draw 2 extra cards, which might potentially reach him his last the end copy. Ooh, okay, it's a draw, so we're gonna have to actually, assuming that he's gonna attack Vanguard with both of them, we're gonna PG twice here, but yeah, then I need another attacker. If we look at my deck contents, I still have quite a few grade 2s left in deck, grade 1s as well, so we can make a column no matter what we draw. Okay, he chooses, oh, that's a bit annoying. He chooses to attack rear. This is very smart. I guess he's assuming that I have these PGs in hand, and so that's pretty yikes for me. But we drew into a Blaster Blade, which is really good. Okay. Let's call down the Blaster Blade. Use his skill to pop. I'm thinking if I can end the game here. I can't, unfortunately. Because, yeah, this won't end the game, but I think I'll survive. That's what I'm aiming for here. So we check a draw into a Marin, that's good. And a Bedivere. So no more PGs left. Does get a draw though on his 7th one. And there's the last PG, so that's the one that I saw go to the bottom of the deck. So now the question is, if he has a Berserk or his last copy of the end in hand, then we lose. If he does not, I'm fine. Oh crap, I think he has it. I think he has it. That really feels like he has it. Yeah, if that's the end copy, then we're banking on our final heal in deck, which is that 1 Gancelot. He does have it. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, we had a pretty rough start. But it's not so much that we got unlucky. Oops, sorry. It's not so much that we got unlucky, it's more that he played excellently. So, really is not the case that we got unlucky or anything. And he's playing everything really well right now, because this will basically, like, now I will PG here, and I need to bank on my last card being a heal. But as you can see, we still have quite a few cards in deck, so there's a high chance that this will not be a heal. But nevertheless, I will believe in the opportunity and the chance of it being a heal, and let's see if it is. No, it's not. That's a Blaster Blade, and that's gonna be game. Thank you so much. So, yeah, not too good. Definitely not the way we wanted to show the deck, but we got pretty well controlled. I think we'll play another game because that one was pretty short, to try and show off a bit more of what the deck can do. But as you can see, it's yeah, damage control is pretty annoying against, you know, anything that can do it reliably. Obviously, like, Kagero is pretty good at it, simply because they have a lot of like the strike in, they can just stop attacking, and on top of that, like, Tejas can also snipe your Wingle Brave, so that's another thing to consider. You know, you have to be really careful with how you play things out. So yeah, we're gonna look for an opponent once again. and see what we can get here. So yeah, MLB is still, in my opinion, a very strong strategy. We're going to be facing as OTT, Marukami. Thank you very much. So let's go. We're going to be going first once again. So let's see how this will be going down. Okay, this hand is pretty good actually. We're going first. I'm debating keeping this Blaster Blade. I don't think I need to. No, I'll actually keep it. Yeah, I'll keep this Blaster Blade. Draw into MLB, that's perfect because now we can essentially, as long as we don't get damage denied, we can basically just search Blaster Dark and we'll have the MLB ready very soon. This is also good, Lien top deck. I can show what she's actually useful for. So, that's pretty nice. So now our opponent will be more or less forced, well not forced, they can choose not to attack. That will deny one turn of Blaster Dark, but not necessary because we don't actually need to search anymore. So that's the other good thing why I use Lien, because as you can see with these damage deny strategies, you do run into cases where you can't use the Wingull Brave and therefore have to rely on other things. And as you can see, people do damage deny. They just go okay pass with against blasters, and so it's a valid strategy. It's what you should be doing because it slows down their tempo, but you risk the fact that if they have the pieces in hand, they're going to do anyway, and so you're just going to get smacked regardless, and they're kind of winning the damage race slowly. So that's another thing. So even if we lose this game, I feel like I'm able to show off different angles of the deck, and so I'm pretty happy about that. So here we're going to see, most likely he will attack here. I don't think he's going to pass. Yes, he is going to swing here for 1 damage, but 1 damage is absolutely fine. So, alright, I'm going to go back to our turn. We have a bunch of Marins in hand. That's definitely a good thing to see. I'm going to go for MLB. Alright, so we rode up, and now we just call down our blasters. Our opponent might be a little bit tilted at seeing that, but I mean, that's the price you pay for damage denying me. So we're going to be able to push a lot of damage here. Also depends on what defensives they get, but here, even if they get a defensive, we still hit with the MLB boosted by Wingull Brave. It does not, but still very good. I'll use the Wingull Brave here to search myself a Blaster Blade actually, so that I can pop a front row later on. So this is going to be a nice 27k with a crit. So either forcing out a PG or pushing a damage. We whiff a heal, but that's a-okay. Here though, although if it does not hit, then... Ooh, it does hit! No PGs in hand. Confirmed. There's a Silent Tom and a PG going away. We can use the Wingull Brave here to search ourselves a Blaster Blade. This is very good. So definitely, I mean, that's kind of the reason why you want to run 4 Blaster Darks, like if possible. And if not, Star Calls are your other card that you want to run. So there's going to be a Coco. Ooh, that animation, I remember it better. It's actually the first time I've run into Coco actually in ladder, so pretty nice, but ooh, damn, the animations are pretty funky. I do like it. So big hand. Let's see, our contents of the deck are still pretty nice. We have most of our triggers still in deck basically. It's looking really good. So here's it's gonna be a whiff attack, I believe. It doesn't gain any power. Yeah, just a whiff attack, just for the draw and bottom deck. This will be a 12k to Van. Gonna give us that 2 damage that we need to use Blaster Blade. Yeah, it does not pass, so just gonna give us the extra damage to use Blaster Blade, so we can actually seal out the game pretty quickly actually, so it's quite good too. So even if we, yeah, check a trigger, it's all good. Checking a draw is always nice, and the PG is appreciated as well. Could even call it down here. Yeah, I think I might call it down, not gonna lie. So here we just call down the Blaster Blade, pop this front row, and then I want to call the Marin behind my Vanguard, simply to get over a potential heal. So I am gonna do things like this. Might look weird, but that's what we gotta do. So Blaster Blade's gonna swing first, try to end the game, and then MLB will come in for backup. So here we see a PG that she did draw into, but now did she draw into a second one? That's my question. I don't think so though. Let's take a look. So this is gonna be with a crit, so we get a draw to boot. Very good. There's a Bedivere coming through, and so now did she draw another PG? She did not, and that's going to be game. very fast. That was like a 5-minute game or something. So here would need a double heal to survive. No heals, Silent Top instead, and just like that we pick up the win. So as you can see, this deck can do great, can do worse. It's quite simple to play, I would say. I think the end is a bit more difficult to master, but MLB is very strong regardless. But yeah, I've been very slow in my rankings. I still want to get to Legend 10 just to get the one copy of the alternate art Starcall Trumpeter, because it looks really good. So would be nice, but I'm not too fussed if I don't. You know, it's not like, I think when the playmats like the Vermilion, Azel, and Maelstrom, when those come out in ranked, those I really want. Those look super good. Like, the alt arts are amazing. So yeah, this has been your feature for MLB. So it's a pretty fun deck, honestly. If you have the pieces, definitely recommend giving it a try. I think, like I said, the only improvements in my deck list would be maybe 4 Blaster Darks and 1 Starcall, but if you don't have a 4th, you just use 2 Starcalls. So I didn't want to make that stop me from building this deck. I could even craft a 4th Blaster Dark, but I feel like the deck is quite potent even like this, and my main competitive deck for the season is still the end, so I didn't want to unnecessarily invest, if that makes sense. And I kind of fear that they're going to release Narukami and stuff next set, and if they do, then that's going to be pretty yikes, but would be nice. I really hope that Narukami and Gold are coming out next month. That'd be really cool. And maybe Aquaforce too. I feel like that'd be pretty yikes, which means that the month after would probably be DP Pale Moon Dark Regular support for Limit Break era. So that's like Lukier, Great Daisha, things like that. So lots of exciting things. If you're not playing Zero, please do. But if you're watching it to this end, then I feel like you are. But anyway, yeah, Zero's fun. This game's fun. MLB is good. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.